Growth in Dominion Rising Sun is a prophecy that when you gain a treasure, gain a cheaper card. One thing to note is the prophecy is not usually going to activate. Probably turn 6 is probably the earliest it's generally going to activate. So very often you're not gaining many treasures after turn 6. You gain a couple of silvers, maybe one gold, but you're not gaining a ton of treasures. That being said, if you have a choice between a gold and a wharf, the gold gives you 3 money in your deck, and the wharf gives you a lot of draw. With growth, you can just buy the gold and gain the wharf, and then you feel pretty happy about that because the wharf is enough draw that lets you draw that gold reliably and play it. You can also do some treasure stuff, so chaining stuff. So if you gain a gold, you could then gain a silver, and then because you gain a silver, growth lets you gain a copper. That's pretty rare that you want to actually do that, but maybe with loot, which costs 7, you can gain a gold, or with platinum, you might gain platinum and gold, or platinum and bank and gold, something like that. Treasure gainers like Lucky Coin can probably often go way down in value depending on the ability of a decent 2. So if they gain you a silver, and there's a border guard or something you want, then you're pretty happy. But in some kingdoms, the only thing cheaper than a 3 cost silver is a copper or an estate, which you really don't want to gain in most kingdoms. There are also a couple of really kind of broken synergies. Guildhall is one where if you gain a treasure, you gain coffer. So if you gain a gold, you can gain a silver, you can gain a copper, and then you get 3 coffers, and the province pile will just empty very quickly there. Even if you miss 8, you can just buy another gold, silver, copper, and get 3 coffers, and certainly hit 8 the next turn. And Storyteller is a kind of card where it doesn't mind that you have a bunch of coppers in your deck. You're pretty happy to add those to the deck in various ways. So if you do end up getting a silver and have to gain a copper, that's fine. Otherwise, a lot of kingdoms, I think you're not adding many gold treasures other than 1 or 2 golds. So it doesn't really affect things that chaining. So I think mostly you're going to be focused on the sort of gold, gaining an action card type of stuff to build up your engine and payload at the same time.